Hi there, my name is Aaron Short, and welcome to my Hangout at 4 p.m. I'm happy to take any questions or topics to talk about today, but if not, I was going to talk about my rain song guitar. Look at this. So I don't mind if you're in the chat. I might be watching this later on, but this is a rain song guitar. And if you know about rain song guitars, they are made from carbon fiber. Well, actually, I've been playing this recently on the channel to see if anyone noticed what it was, and I had some great comments about the sound of the guitar. And if you look at it at face value, it's a nice, standard, medium-sized body guitar, right? Well, you'd be wrong, because if you look inside, there is a giveaway if you look inside. First of all, it says Rain Song inside, and also on the headstock, so you know it's a rain song. If you know about rain songs, you know they're carbon fiber. But actually, the wood is very deceiving, because hang on, it looks like wood, right? So you're going to say, is that a paint job? It's a very good paint job. It looks great. Well, no, that is a very thin piece of spruce, which is fused to the soundboard. The soundboard is still carbon fiber, but the spruce is fused to it during construction. And then the back and sides are carbon fiber, like a shiny gloss. So again, you wouldn't really know. The last rain song guitar I had was really great. It was a shorter scale guitar, and it was that finish you see inside was all over the guitar. So it was kind of like a satin finish, and you could kind of rub on it to make sounds. And it looked, again, we'll use the word polarizing. It looked kind of cool, like a Batman guitar. The whole thing was black apart from the frets. So some people loved it. No one really hated it. Most people loved it. It was the same body shape as this, but a shorter scale. So that was the only difference. But I am quite the purist, and although I did like that guitar, I actually played that guitar so much that I wore it out. Although I did love that guitar, well, I say wore it out. Very hard to wear out carbon fiber. I wore out the frets, and I had to get them redone. That's one thing that Rainsong don't have that I kind of wish they did, is stainless steel or even the Evo fret like Martin using on these guitars. It's something you can have changed in the future if you want to. You just find someone that will deal with that and install them for you, and then the guitar would last forever. But yeah, I wore those frets out. That's how much I played it. Played it a lot, and it amplified really well with the same pickup this one has. But I really love this new series of guitars. It's called the Vintage line, and they're making guitars that look like your run-the-mill wooden guitar. I have to say, a very attractive guitar as well. You know, it's not particularly full of bling, but it looks nice, doesn't it? It looks very classy. So yeah, so the great thing is you can fly with it, you can travel with it, you can leave it out in low humidity and high humidity, you can leave it in the car overnight, all those things, and it's still got the benefits of carbon fiber, which is that it won't be affected by the humidity. Now, I asked them about this piece of wood. I said, can this wood still crack? They said, well, we've tested it and tested it and tested it, and it's not been a problem. But even if it did, it wouldn't cause any problem to the structural integrity of the guitar because it's literally fused to carbon fiber anyway. So you really get the benefits of everything here. You get the benefits of the classic look and the construction and durability of a carbon fiber guitar. So what else is different between this and a carbon fiber guitar? Well, okay, first of all, does it have a truss rod? Many carbon fiber guitars do not. This one does have a truss rod, and it means you can still put some relief in or out and straighten the neck with a truss rod tool. In fact, this one I kind of want to straighten slightly more than it is already. So I think it's nice you have that option. Some carbon fiber guitars don't have that. The neck shape is not terribly fat, not thin. I would say it's a nice in-between kind of shape. Some people have commented to me that this neck is too thick, but I wouldn't agree with that myself. I think it's, well, maybe if you've got very small hands, I would recommend that you try it first, but I feel like it's a really comfortable shape. I do have big hands though, so do bear that in mind. I love the colorway here. There's some different body sizes available. This is a WS. This is like a kind of grand concert medium-sized guitar, but a very deep body, so you get a lot of low end from this guitar. I got gauge 12 on here right now. Light strings. And it sounds really good. Remember, the sound you're hearing on this video is from the pickup, not from the actual guitar. And the pickup system in here is the Baggs Anthem Stage Pro. I love the Anthem. There's 3 versions. There's the SL, the full Anthem. They usually go in the sound hole, but this is the stage one. Now, it is a cutout on the side of the guitar, which many companies are trying to get away from, but I think it's very valuable because it gives you treble, bass, a mix between the mic and the undersaddle, a phase control, a tuner, a master volume, and a notch. So it gives you, and a battery indicator as well. And inside the battery compartment, there's a way to adjust the mic level as well. So as a gigging musician, in fact, you have your tuner on here, all of the EQ that you need, and a guitar that's durable and stage worthy is really, really impressive, and I believe it's worth checking out. You can hear the pickup has got a really kind of bright, cutting, mic-like tone, which I love personally. Some people don't, some people favor other systems, but this is a great system. I've never had a problem with feedback, and it's always going to cut through the mix, which is very important to me. You also get incredible body sounds from this pickup in the carbon fiber guitar. I would say even more so than in like a dreadnought guitar, a wooden dreadnought. I mean, check this out. The thing is, this guitar has no bracing. Because there's no bracing in the guitar, this is basically a big a big carbon fiber box. So it actually makes an awesome drum. It's a big box with a microphone in it. So you get an amazing, amazing percussion sound. And here's a little tip for you out there. I just realized if you apply a octave down effect and drum, you get a really deep sound. So check this out. Here is just standard. And here's with the octave down. So very cool. Really great for looping because you can hit on it hard, you can pound on it. It does have a lot of body sound in there. It's very natural sound when you play. It's got the cutaway for leads up there as well. So this is an amazing stage and travel guitar, and just a great guitar all round. If you're the kind of person that wants to leave a guitar out just so you can grab it and play, then this is the one to get. Because with wooden guitars like this Martin here is, it's beautiful, but it's fragile. I mean, you have to humidify the room. Right now the room is 31. It could be a bit more. You have to avoid extreme temperature changes. Put it in a case all the time. Buy humidifiers. They cost money. With this guitar, be careful with it. But you could leave it out on a stand forever, and it wouldn't be a problem. That's a big plus in my book. Now here's something really cool. With your standard guitar like this one, if you break a string or you tune a string down, what happens is if you're a guitarist, all the other strings go out of tune. So if you break a string and it loses all its tension, what happens is you have to retune all the strings. And when you put the new string on, you have to retune that string and then retune all the other strings, which is a real pain. But with these guitars, because nothing ever moves, look, this is completely detuned, this string. Right, sounds like a bass. And the other strings are still in tune. That's like an octave low. Isn't that incredible? It's so funny. And if I tune it up again, look, perfectly in tune. I'm not going to say it like traveling from gig to gig, you still have to retune the guitar. But it's amazing. Like, you don't have to tune it very much. And like I said, if you break a string, you can still play without that string without retuning. Whereas on a standard wooden guitar, you have to retune the whole guitar again. So there's just so many benefits to a carbon fiber guitar. So one thing that used to put me off, I need to get a haircut soon. One thing used to put me off carbon fiber guitars is the fact they look kind of futuristic. Some people like that, of course. Some of them just don't look like guitars at all. But again, the vintage series here, they just look like your standard guitar. You're playing this on stage, someone walks in, oh, it's Aaron, yeah, he's got his guitar. You play the other kind of, the other Rain songs or the other company's guitars, they walk in, oh, what's that? That looks interesting, what's that? Let me just show you their website here. You see, this is the kind of finish here that I had on the old guitar, which was called a smoky guitar. You can see it right there. So warping necks, sharp fret ends. Yeah, I get that a lot too. When the neck shrinks, from the wood shrinks, you get sharp fret ends. That's always a real annoyance. Some people pay to have them filed down. Some people just leave them. Some people cut their fingers on them. You haven't got to worry about that. Fading, yeah, sometimes you have, sometimes inside the bracing, the glue comes away and you have to have them re-glued. Not a problem with these. There's no bracing. Also means you get a big sound. There's no bracing as well. Lifting bridges. These are all the problems you can get from a wooden guitar. Buzzing notes, wood cracks. You know, okay, a wooden guitar can get better with time, and these will never get better or worse. But again, is that a good thing or a bad thing? I would leave that up to you to decide. I would say it can be a very good thing. If you're happy with the guitar when you get it, then it's always going to sound that way. So if you go on Rain Song's website, you can see here all the different benefits of the carbon fiber, and also you can see the different models as well. I'm not sure if I can see them on this screen. I'll just try here. Yeah, I can't see them, but anyway, check out that website. That's what the guitars did look like and still do. Some models still do, but I wanted to show you the vintage series. They make one that looks like kind of a Gibson style, one that looks like a Dreadnought with no cutaway, like a kind of D28 style. And then they make this one, which is the kind of grand performance, which I thought would be great for stage, and it really is. So, yeah, so I wanted to do this little video about Rain Song guitars. I will be making some pre-recorded videos as well, because I've decided to, well, they've asked me to promote the guitar. I was actually supposed to go out and promote the guitar in the real world, but now we can't do that. I thought I'd make a video about it. So that would be my kind of presentation on the guitar. And then I'll have some more content about it coming up as well. But I hope you find that interesting, and I hope I fooled you with my previous videos playing this guitar, where I didn't tell you what it was, because I wanted to see if you would spot anything weird about the guitar. And no one did. And I think that really proves the point. No one said, oh, that guitar sounds funny, that guitar doesn't look right. No one just noticed any difference. And in fact, some people said the guitar sounded really great, and I do agree with them. I did a string versus string video, and some people said they liked the sound of the guitar. So for me, that's everything. And that's a great reason to play this as well. If I play this out eventually, if people just say, oh, it just sounds like a great guitar, they're not affected by the look of it, I think that's a positive thing. So I'll finish with a song. If I've got no questions, I'll just play a song of my own. But yeah, feel free to ask any questions about the guitar, because I like these interactive reviews where I can just answer questions about them from you, rather than have to think about everything myself as I make the video. And it might be a good thing to put in my other videos about it as well. Worn out ends and home in an old tin box, locked away for another rainy day, with the Christmas trees and happy thoughts. So we lost our way with all those games we played, going down on another scoring board. I'm gonna win someday. Like pieces of a puzzle, you complete me. Like pieces of a puzzle, you and me. And though we're not together, no one else can fit me better. pieces of a puzzle, you and me. Pieces of a puzzle, you and me. We could break the rule if you wanted to. There's a gamble in every move. I'll put it all on you. We're pieces of a puzzle, you complete me. We're pieces of a puzzle, you and me. And though we're not together, no one else could fit me better. Pieces of a puzzle, you and me. We're pieces of a puzzle, you and me. Like pieces of a puzzle, you complete me. We're pieces of a puzzle, you and me. And though we're not together, no one else can fit me better. We're pieces of a puzzle, you and me. 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 Pieces of a Puzzle from my album 10 Songs. Check it out on Apple Music and Spotify and all those digital things. So yeah, I mean, I think the guitar amplifies really well. And I know that because I have played one on stage before. They do amplify really well. Had lots of people say they sound good plugged in, and I agree. They have a big sound. Again, there's no bracing inside. Now, are they for everyone? Of course not. Are you going to sell all your wooden guitars and buy this? Probably not. We all going to, no matter how great this is, we all love wooden guitars. We love the name Martin Taylor. We love the different woods they use, the bracing, the intricacy of it all. Of course we do. It's a great thing. These are a little bit, dare I say, soulless because they don't have that. They are a carbon fiber box. And the top layer of spruce does, the fused spruce on top of the soundboard, it does help to address that. But once you know what it is, you still always know that in the back of your mind. But I think these are amazing tools for traveling, gigging musicians that want something that will just last for a long time. You get this and put stainless steel frets in it or Evo wire frets in it, the gold fret, and it'll just last a lot. Be an amazing tool. If you wear through guitars a lot, if you beat on them and leave them out a lot, this will last a long time. And then you can keep your Martin guitar. Something like this is so nice. It's such a pretty guitar. You can leave that at home, safe in its case with a humidifier. Bring it out to play, special occasions or at home. And when you run out with your gig bag, you can take this with you. Still an awesome guitar, but much more durable. Yeah, I'm pushing the volume of everything now. It should be right. Well, actually, this could be slightly louder, but I don't want to clip it when I play. But yeah, I could be even slightly louder than this. This is still not hitting the red on my indicator. If I speak this kind of volume, that's the volume I want to be. But I can play and tweak with that. So thank you, everyone. That would be my presentation that I was supposed to be doing about Rain Song guitars at Sam Ash. I would basically have done that. So I hope you enjoyed it. Does anyone have any questions about the guitar, or want to see anything, or any thoughts about it? I mean, I think it's hard. I don't think you can say it sounds bad. Again, you're hearing the pickup, and when you hear a pickup, you hear in the pickup, not the guitar. But I do have videos. The string video I made shows the guitar with a microphone. You can hear it there using just an external microphone. But I just think it's great. It's a great pickup system. The Baggs Anthem stage really is. And then it's a great guitar. The only question is, which body shape do you prefer? Do you like the neck shape? Because there's only one kind of neck shape. And do you want a carbon fiber guitar? Like I said, some people can't get past the whole carbon fiber thing. I think this finish, this vintage finish, really helps a lot with that. And I think they'll open these up to a new market. They are just over $3,000 US, but they're made here in America. And like I said, they last a long time. If you get one, it could last you the rest of your life. So I think it's a great investment for someone that wants something like a serious instrument. And like I showed you before, it's very hard to make it go out of tune. Lots of little benefits that all add up to a really great thing, you know. Well, I'll just show you the pickup system as well for while I'm here. So basically, I can go all the way to the undersaddle pickup. It sounds like this, like your standard guitar. You hear that kind of buzziness? That's what you hear on most guitar pickups, you know, on the cheaper kind of guitars. This is all microphone. So on this position, you have microphone for all of the high end and just the undersaddle for the bass end to resist feedback. So you hear the top strings are all microphone now. So very natural, but very bright, and might not be the sound you want, might feedback. Good for recording though. And here's a blend of the two, which you can do on this system. And of course you can go anywhere in between. I can go like 75% microphone. Very nice. Now you can use external EQ as well, but I'll just show you the two EQs you've got is treble and bass. Here's the treble on maximum and minimum. So that's quite powerful. And then the bass control on maximum and the bass control on minimum. So quite a versatile EQ, but no mid-range. That's the only thing. There's no mid-range. So for that, you want to use an external mixer to really dial that in. And then you've got a phase control, which does this. This is phase in, phase out. A slight difference there in the mid-range. It changes the bass. A notch control, which if there's feedback, will just take out that little bit of feedback. You can actually hear it, can't you? But it's a very narrow band of EQ, which just removes feedback. So if you're playing on stage and it suddenly feeds back, you just turn that until it goes. So again, really useful for stage. A tuner, which is not as accurate as, say, you know, an independent tuner, but it's certainly good enough for tuning with. I've used that many times. And a volume control, which is useful to have. So yeah, you can get a variety of sounds just from this preamp alone, and then of course you can use external EQ as well. So can you get it wet? Well, yes, you can. There's videos from Rain Song where they fill it full of water. Now, of course, you don't want to do it with this one because it's got the electronics in it. So if you get the cables wet and things inside, it could ruin the pickup. But you could replace the pickup. Yeah, the actual guitar will not be destroyed, which is a great thing. So if you did play it out in the rain, as long as you dried it off correctly, it should be fine. If you get one without a pickup, of course, you can. You could take it canoeing, but why would you? Also, the strings are going to rust, aren't they? But if you've got like real coated strings, like this ships with Elixir coated strings, if you've got coated strings and no pickup, and maybe the one without the wood on top, you know, just the standard carbon fiber guitar, that's why people play those in ski resorts and up the mountains and things where you get really inclement weather, because they can get wet and it's not going to be a problem. So if you want something to play outside busking, I would get the biggest one, the jumbo, with the standard carbon fiber top and no electronics, and then you can indeed get it wet. I still, you know, wouldn't want to, but you can. And with this one, I wouldn't mind playing it outside. If it gets wet, I would just bring it in, dry it off as much as I can, and let it air out. But you obviously never play it plugged in if it rains. That's a really bad idea. Obviously, never mix electricity with water. But yeah, again, you're not going to throw it around. You're not going to leave it outside. You're not going to leave it in the rain. But it's not anywhere near as sensitive as wood. You You know, I've had wooden guitars like the one behind me that have cracked overnight just from the temperature changing. So that's not going to happen with this. You can definitely hang this on your wall and it's no problem. You can definitely leave it in the car overnight. I mean, again, I wouldn't because you don't want to get stolen, but if you have a garage, you can leave it in the car overnight. Nothing's going to change. It should be the same the next day. It won't stay in perfect tuning because obviously the strings will still be affected slightly. You have to still retune it, but it's just so much more. It's a different level to a wooden guitar. It really is. It's a completely different animal. Because, I mean, again, there's no wood actually in it, apart from the cosmetic size of this. And it, don't get me wrong, the top here may affect the tone slightly because the sound is radiating through the wood. But with a carbon fiber guitar, of course it won't sound. I mean, don't think it will sound like a wooden guitar because one's wood and one's carbon fiber. It's completely different material. But it does sound very good. And that's the attitude to go into it, I think, is thinking, does it sound good or bad? And it does sound very good. They sound loud, they project, and they're very consistent and they're very durable. And that is the benefit of the carbon fiber. And I love what they've done with the vintage series because no one will know it is. No one will know that it's carbon fiber. I wonder though, do you think that people will buy these because they look like wooden guitars and then love the carbon fiber so much they actually want a carbon fiber look? That would be interesting, wouldn't it, if that happened? That'd be funny. Everyone buys them because they look like wooden guitars now, so I'll buy that. And then after a few years, I really like this carbon fiber. I think I'm going to buy a carbon fiber looking one. You know, it makes me wonder if this will be a fad just to get people into the line or whether this will take over the main line. I don't know. That could be a really interesting question in a few years' time to see how the sales did. But I love it. I just love the look. When I got this out of the box, I was just like, wow, okay, yeah. It's not the most fanciful guitar, but I love like this kind of darker stripe here. And I'm quite a traditional player, so for me, this is the perfect looking guitar. Their other guitars have like sharks and things on them fret markers, but you know, I just love the look of this. I do like vintage style tuners. These are bigger, but they're very practical. They're very easy to tune. So everything about this guitar is practical, but I wouldn't play a guitar that doesn't sound and feel good, and this really does. So that's kind of my final conclusion. I want to play it more. I want to change the action slightly with the truss rod. I want to explore the guitar more. But my first few weeks with the guitar have been amazing, and the one I had before this, the smoky guitar, was only ever good compliments. The only people that didn't compliment that guitar were purist, traditionalist guitarists, and I think this could be the one for them. So that's Rain Song Guitars. It's the vintage line, the new line, and check them out. Just Google them; you'll find them at their website, and they also have a Facebook group and Instagram account. So check all them out. And if you've got any specific questions about the guitar you didn't ask me today, if you're watching this after the fact, then do put them in the comments below, and I'll address them in my future pre-recorded video. And also, please subscribe and click the bell so you know when I go live with that. You'll get a notification. So thank you for watching. Have a great day. I'll be back again tomorrow at 4 p.m. with another topic. And I can do whatever you want. I can do songs. I can do, if people are asking me questions about playing or my pedals, I can cover all that. So just send me a message. Let me know what you want to see. Let me know what you want to see. And I'm happy to do it just to hang out. So thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night.